Thank you very much for the opportunity. I hope my voice is clear.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Perfect.
Sir.
Perfect. So this session, as you know, it's a hands-on exercise session. So we are going to have some exposure about large-scale data set. And when I say large-scale data set, always it comes to our mind that NSSO data is one of the largest data sets provided by Government of India. We have few other data sources, such type of large data set like NFHS survey. There are India Human Development Survey. But if you know exploring NSSO data, I can tell you that you can explore any data sets available for Indian economy as well as in the world. Why am I giving this statement? I can just start with narrating a small story that happened with me about a decade back when I wanted to participate one summer school organized by UNU wider in University of Cape Town. Uh, that time it was organized. It was with full scholarship and means it had this travel accommodation as well as per dime was provided, and the summer school program was mainly for the uh, African country student. So total seat was 20, and out of 20, 15 were reserved for African country students. So 5 seats were left for non-African student or non-African participant. What happened when we met UNU wider director after that, because UNU wider director Professor Kunal Sen was associated with Isaac. Also, he was holding our Bikar Birao chair professorship 2 years back. So he only said that so 5 seats were left and they received 600 applications. And when they received 600 applications, they were puzzled how to identify 5 candidates, how to choose 5 candidates from 600 applications. So they conducted a test. I remember still online, I had to appear for a test. They had given some data set for different countries, and we were given 2 hours time to answer some of the questions using that large scale data. And I had taken literally 1 hour time to answer the data. I was given Ethiopian labor market data, and I can tell you Indian labor market data is much more complex than Ethiopian labor market data. And so definitely I was kind of selected. And in addition to that, another 2 candidates from Bengaluru only were selected for the program. So you can imagine, out of 5 non-African candidates, 3 were from Bengaluru itself, and out of 3, 2 were from Isaac, myself, and one of our colleague. I'm just narrating this story because that NSSO data is such a complex data. If you understand, if you acquired skill to handle NSSO data, you can handle any data sets in India. I am not exaggerating, it's fact. So we will be today we will learn that extraction of NSSO data. We will be exploring NSSO data. But how many of you have used NSSO data earlier? Can you please raise your hand virtually that if you have used NSSO data?
No, sir. Uh, as of now, we didn't handle that NSSO.
Fantastic. Okay, no problem. No problem. So no one has used NSSO data, but after this session, I can tell you, you may not be expert, but at least you will get the courage to extract NSSO data, and you will get some incentive to kind of use NSSO data for your research in the near future. But before NSSO, using NSSO data, today NSSO data we will be exploring using SPSS software. You know, SPSS is a short abbreviation of the package name. Initially came as a statistical package for social sciences, but when IBM had taken over, the name itself is different, that statistical product and service solution. Now the full name is not statistical package for social sciences, although initially it was. Now the name is statistical product for service solution. And when IBM had taken over, IBM had taken over. Uh, so this one, we will be using SPSS. Again, I can tell you, it's just a statistical software. If you get expertise of handling any statistical software, at least you are familiar with the basic technique how to handle a statistical software. If you know SPSS clearly, you will be confident to using Stata, SAS, EViews, JMulti, any other packages. But if you have to start with something, and I feel for the beginners, SPS is the best package. In that sense, it is very simple. Yeah, if you say certain limitations, definitely it has certain limitations, but we should not focus much on the limitation at the initial uh, phase itself. So we will be exploring using this NSSO data. Again, I want to know how many of you have used this SPSS earlier. Can we directly start with data extraction, or some 15-20 minutes you want to brief about SPSS as well?
No, spaces all of you know that, sir. Actually, in the training itself, they are very clear give the awareness.
Okay, so they all are confident about SPSS. Fantastic. So we don't need to give any further exposure about SPSS. What I will do, then I will start kind of introducing NSSO data first. I will take about 15 minutes time to introduce NSSO data, means when it was started, what this data is about, what are the themes it covered, how the data has been collected and structured, so that you will get an idea about NSSO data and how much useful it is. Soon after 15 minutes time, we will directly move to this real data set to explore. Actually, we have two consecutive sessions to know this, to learn this extraction of NSSO data. So without wasting time, let me just introduce this NSSO data first. What is this data about? And then these things, 15 minutes, you will be very clear that okay, this is about NSSO data, and these are the themes available. Whether what are the themes are relevant for your research, that things also you can take a kind of a decision. Is it fine, sir?
Yes, sir.
Durga?
Yes,
Fantastic.
sir.
Fantastic. Let me share my screen. So, Durgappa sir, this my PPT is visible.
Yes, visible. Your voice also go clear, sir.
Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. See, I would like to start introducing NSSO data with a great note. I would like to quote that Dr. Dan Heath. He was American best-selling author, speaker, and he is also a fellow of Duke University, US. He had given a great statement that data are just summaries of those of thousands of stories. Tell a few of those stories to help make the data meaningful. So you can build thousands of stories using same data set. You want Mr. X is writing a paper using a data set, doesn't mean that Mr. Y cannot build another story. So you can build thousands of stories using the same data set, but at least you build a few stories to make the data meaningful. So here, uh, Let us, so NSSO is also a kind of very large data set, I had already stated. But how NSSO comes? Actually, NSSO, these data sets is provided by our Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, in short form, MOSPI. So MOSPI has two wings. One is statistics wing and another is program implementation wing. So the program implementation wing, they have specific program target, for example, poverty reduction program and such, and so on and so forth. But in statistics wing, they have two major offices. One is Central Statistics Office, another is National Sample Survey Office. So Central Statistics Office, they don't collect they don't collect any data sets. What they do, they provide statistics for the macroeconomics using the data provided by some other organizations. So they also, CSO also use NSSO data in some cases. So CSO provides data for the macroeconomy. We must have heard that information about national income, the growth every quarter. People predict the growth. People measure the growth of our GDP. People provides the information about inflation rate. So all those macro figures are provided by Central Statistics Office. They do not collect data from the field. In fact, they use the data collected by different agencies and they come up with the macroeconomic estimates. But NSSO, National Sample Survey Office, collect data from the field on different themes. So here NSSO carries large scale national survey. Majorly, these are the themes they cover. What are the themes mentioned here? That employment, unemployment situation of individual and household. If you remember that there was a discussion about this a few years back, that unemployment rate has reached to its highest, this thing, that thing. So in a employment unemployment survey was one of the core themes since its inception. 1972 onwards we have this data of employment unemployment survey. And it's quinquennial round, means every 5 years we have this data. NSSO provides data on households consumption expenditure. NSSO collects data on unorganized enterprises. And when I say unorganized enterprises, there are organized enterprise also, those who provide tax to the government and maintain regular statistics. And that survey is carried out by annual survey of industries. But unorganized sector was left out. So unorganized sector survey has been incorporated by NSSO. But within unorganized sector, initially NSSO started surveying the manufacturing sector from 1994-95. Eventually, from 2001 to, they incorporated another survey, unorganized service sector survey. And now they have clubbed both the survey, unorganized service as well as unorganized manufacturing. And then they are providing one data sets like unincorporated enterprise survey. An unincorporated enterprise survey covers both unorganized manufacturing as well as unorganized service survey. And then NSSO provides input this data for education and health status of the households. NSSO conducts survey on debt and investment, and then situation assessment survey of the households, that is also covered by NSSO. So agricultural houses, fantastic. So so NSSO covers those surveys. Uh, Yes, but how NSSO started it functioning? Actually, NSSO came into operation from 1950 to collect information through sample survey on these various socio-economic aspects. But that time, we should remember that in 1950s, NSSO are given responsibility only to conduct field work. All other responsibility, because if you want to collect data, first you need to prepare a questionnaire, you need to decide your theme, then your questionnaire needs validation. So everything, that finalization of sampling designing, schedule of inquiries, then writing of instruction, then training of field staff, processing of data, and writing of report, all were entrusted to this Indian Statistical Institute, ISI Kolkata. Only thing is that data collection was the responsibility of NSSO in 1950s.
So
But
what?
eventually,
So what do you mean by questionnaire of the validation?
pardon?
Validation, questionnaire of validation.
Yes, that time this the ISI used to do this. They used to conduct certain tests, and they used to go for, even they asked for pilot reports. They used to do this validation. But eventually, that structure has been changed. What they have done in 1970, this NSSO kind of reorganized. They have reorganized the structure of NSSO, and they brought it under this single wing of this National Sample Survey of organization. And again they have changed 2005 this structure, and they brought this National Statistical Commission, NSC, and within NSC, NSSO started operating. And what is the role of this? Presently, the National Sample Survey Office operates under this National Statistical Commission. So what is the role then? How these roles are divided here? Actually, NSSO uh, kind of this functions under NSC, but NSC decides about this program on which, or the theme for which this survey should be conducted. Earlier, ISI used to do, in between NSSO was doing everything. Now NSSO is doing, but NSSO requires approval from National Statistical Commission. And if you remember, sir, a few years back, that NSSO employment unemployment survey was ready. Only NSC did not approve it because there was a debate about unemployment rate. So that report was not published. Because so now this NSSO prepares this sample design, concepts, definition, questionnaire, estimation, procedure, tabulation plan, everything, but NSC approves it. So approves even the studies, survey methodology, data collection, processing, dissemination. They approves the survey report of release also, before release. So they operate under this NSC. So what are the major surveys takes place under this NSSO now? As I stated, this consumer expenditure and employment unemployment, these two rounds, they are quinquennial round. So every 10 year, twice we get this data. Twice we get this data. We have this social consumption, health and education. Initially we were getting once in 10 years, but now that is also for twice in a decade. And then unorganized manufacturing and unorganized service, that also we are getting twice in a decade. And then land and livestock holding and data and investment survey, we are getting once in a decade, once in 10 years. And there are certain open rounds if NSSO feels that some topics are important. Because recently NSSO conducted, recently means 2019, the time use survey. The time, how that women's times are allocated for different activities. So they had introduced time use survey. Likewise, few years back, NSSO conducted one survey on tourism sector. So it's open round. NSSO decides, gets approval from NSC and conducts the survey. But here I would like to mention here, since our hands-on exercise will be on unemployment unemployment survey of one round, but now employment unemployment survey is not coming in its usual structure what it was introduced initially. It was initially introduced 1972, and from 1983 onwards we have the data, even unit level data. But 2011-12 onwards, present government had stopped that survey initially, but they have reintroduced this survey in the name of periodic labor force survey. And the beauty of periodic labor force survey is that earlier employment unemployment survey was coming once in 5 years, but periodic labor force survey is coming every year. So it is annual survey. Yes. So here, when we conduct a survey, we all are a researcher, we always think about, because when we collect a survey, think about what the question we always get. First, the question when we present our study, the first question we encounter, that whether our sample size is adequate or not. That means we are puzzled, because as an individual researcher, how many you can cover? 300, 400, 500, 600, maximum 1000. So it's very difficult to cover large sample. And the second question we encounter, whether our data can be generalized or not. It can be generalized if our sampling technique is scientific. Otherwise, we cannot generalize our findings. The findings of the inferences we draw from our analysis, we cannot generalize, because sampling was not scientific. But when someone else collects the data of 4 lakh, 5 lakh, 6 lakh individuals or enterprises spreaded across all the states in India, and the methodology of sampling has been verified a group of statistician and econometrician, then no one questions on either the sample size or on the sampling technique, because sample size itself is 4 lakh, 5 lakh, 6 lakh. It's a huge sample survey. So no one asks the question on the sample size, and at the same time people even don't ask question on the sampling technique, because it is based on multi-stage stratified random sampling, and the sampling technique has been verified by a group of statistician and econometrician. So NSSO collects the data using such a scientific sampling technique, stratified multi-stage sampling technique, and they have this different stage: first stage, second stage, their ultimate stage unit. So they divide into different stage in their sampling technique, and that is verified. Then what is this another advantage of NSSO data? NSSO collects, mostly it is throughout the year they collect the data, but sometimes they uh, they divide the time period into 3 months each round. So 1 year is divided into 4 sub rounds, and each sub round comprises with 3 months, and they provide the information about sub rounds. What is the beauty of this information about sub rounds? For example, employment, unemployment, I am not too much worried about this sub round and these things. But if you are working with data and investment survey or situation assessment survey of farmer, where seasonality is very important, where peak season, harvesting season is very different from the other season, or in some other cases, businesses also some peak season, lean season is there. So if you want to understand the differences across different season, then this sub-round information is very important. You can distinguish even that are changes across this sub-round information. So this information is available. So what another special feature is that, yes, NSSO data is revised time to time. It introduced, even within the same employment survey, they had introduced few new questions. Those advantages are certainly there. But one more, the last point of this slide, that information about multiplayer. This is the one of the beauty of this NSSO data, that it's sample survey, it's not census. But even though using sample survey sampling feature, that the statistic, you can predict the parameters, you can predict the population features. You have 5 lakh individuals information. Using 5 lakh information and this multiplier, this weight variable, you can predict how many people are self-employed today, how many people are unemployed today, how many people are in this business, that business, or education round, this thing. So using sample feature, you can come up with the population feature, the parameter. Using statistic, you can come up with the this estimates of about the parameter. So this is one of the beauty of NSSO data. It is still sample survey, but using sample survey, you can come up with the estimation about the entire population. But NSSO data is also not free from a limitation. Definitely, as other data sets also has, NSSO data also has certain limitation. I only had written a paper more than a decade back, 2014, but the paper got published in 16. But some of the limitations are not relevant today, what I had written 11 years back, because some of the limitations had already been addressed in the data, and the data is very simple, simpler form today what it used to be 2 or 3 decades back. I don't know whether Dr. Sidhu had come back or not, because he is very good friend of mine, so he knows that 2 decades back, the 2.5 decades back, the data structure, when 2 decades back when we were doing PhD, that time the data structure was very sketchy. We had to merge horizontally, vertically, this thing, that thing, so many, it was a huge struggle. But now data is not that complicated, it is simple. But one limitation I would like to mention, till date it exists, that although NSSO data is I said quinquennial round, every 5 years it is available, this thing, that things, but NSSO data, please remember, it is not a panel survey. We do not have any information about who are the individuals. We have that information, we can make the differences across individual for a particular round, but we don't know whether the same individuals were surveyed in the second round, third round or not, because we do not have any kind of the variable or any information to stress that individual, whether the individuals are repeated or they are the different individuals. So I can say this is repeated cross section survey. These are, even though every 5 years we have information about employment, unemployment, or consumption expenditure, or education round, or health round, but we don't know whether same individuals are surveyed or they are the different individuals. So if even though we have data for on the same theme every 5 years, but it is still repeated cross section survey. It is not a panel survey. So this is the limitation of NSSO data. I will spend another 4 to 5 minutes just to highlight how can you use NSSO data to come up with, if you are pursuing PhD, you can use in your PhD. If you have completed PhD, if you are faculty member, you can write for, you can use for your the sponsored research project, non-sponsored research project. You can come up with a beautiful journal article publication. How? I will just, I have taken here kind of 4 examples. The first example is that in 2018 I had written kind of a paper using employment unemployment survey, and the paper title was "Why is unemployment higher among the educated?" So it was on educated unemployment, and the paper was published 2018, and the paper was kind of very popular. After this publication, I received more than 200 email related to that. But you can make these things, that how this story was kind of we will not go to the story because that is not the topic of discussion, but we will see how NSSO data was useful to build the story. We had started with this kind of OECD data in one table. Then after one table, immediately in next 2 tables, we had moved to this NSSO employment unemployment data for 4 rounds: 83, 93, 94, 2004, 5, and 11, 12. And we had shown how these unemployment figures are changing with the changes of education level, and we see that unemployment rate increases with the increase of education level. And this then over time also we presented. Then we had seen even this, how this rural and urban differences are there. and we wanted to see whether this trend of increase of unemployment rate with the increase of the education level is true for both rural and urban or not. Yes, it is true for both rural and urban, but we can see this lower educated means this non-literate, literate up to primary, and if you see up to middle school, this unemployment rate was little lower in rural areas compared to urban areas. But eventually this for educated people the trend remains same, but the educated people unemployment rate is higher in rural areas, possibly because of NREGA. They found that lower educated people found little bit better opportunity to find some job in the rural areas compared to the urban areas. That is a different story. But what I wanted to say, to build a story, just this two table we had used 4 rounds. Soon after that we have moved from figure 1 to the rest of our paper, only one round of data sets, 11, 12. And then we had built the story that where this educated and uneducated people are working, then different things, that things, this thing, regression analysis, just using one single round of employment unemployment survey. So using one single round of employment unemployment survey, you can build a story. Then another example I can give here, that here what we have done, this is also a beautiful journal, Journal of Asian Economics. Its impact factor I think nearly 2.9 or something. It's a very prestigious journal under Elsevier. Here I was the first author, and what was that? We had assessed the impact of credit accessibility on the earnings of self-employment businesses in India. When we say businesses, this self-employment can be identified from employment unemployment survey. At the same time, self-employment can be identified from our unorganized enterprise survey. So we have used here for this paper, we have started with, if you see this our empirical story, we have started with employment unemployment to see that different types of employment, kind of status of different types of activities. But soon after that, we have moved to this enterprise survey. So our first example was, you can build a story using one theme, just employment unemployment survey of one round. You can merge, even you can build a story using two different themes data provided by NSSO. One employment unemployment survey we started, eventually we moved to this enterprise survey, and then we built this story. The third example I am giving, this paper was written by Professor Santosh Mehrotra, well-known labor economist, and my good friend Jajati Paridha. And the paper was published in World Development, and you know the status of World Development. It's one of the prestigious journal in the world, and its impact factor I think more than 6 today. So they had built a story, why is the labor force participation of women declining in India. What they have done, they have used different rounds of employment unemployment survey only, and then they build the story. And while using these different rounds, you can see this 83, 87, 94, 99, 2004, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. So they have used different rounds and they had built the story. And while running regression, you will be surprised. See, 11 lakh individuals, 11 lakh 27,844. What they have done, they have merged, this is for rural India only. So they have merged different rounds of NSSO's employment and unemployment survey. They have pulled the data and they have conducted the analysis. And so this is for rural India, some 11 lakh, and then they have analysis for urban India also, some 5 lakh 82,000, around 6 lakh. So altogether it is nearly 17 lakh individuals. They handled the data 17 lakh together. They had pulled 4 rounds of data and then they conducted the analysis. The same theme, employment, unemployment. And that paper got published. Now the last example I will give here, that again I was co-author of this paper, and the paper got published in Structural Change and Economic Dynamics. The impact factor is more than 5 today. This is also one of the beautiful journal published by Elsevier. And this paper, the question was, where are the jobs? And we had used this input-output table. And this paper was the most popular paper in 2023 of this journal. And why am I giving example of this paper? This paper was entirely based on input-output table. But input-output table is a very different data set. But input output table does not provide information about employment. It is just input and output transaction. So what we have done, employment by different NIC categories we had estimated from employment unemployment survey. We had inserted those variables in input output table and built the story. So what is the thing I wanted to say here? First paper, one single round of NSSO data on one theme, employment, unemployment, can be useful to build a story. Second example, you can even build a story using two different themes provided by NSSO. One was employment, unemployment, another was this our enterprise survey. The third one, the example I had given, the same theme but for different rounds. Some 4 rounds of employment unemployment survey was pulled by Professor Mehoratra to build the story. At the fourth paper, we said, yes, employment unemployment or NSSO data you have not used for analysis here extensively. What you have done, something is missing in input output table, some other data sets. You had filled that gap of that employment figures or skill figures were not there. So what we have done, those informations we got from NSSO and inserted into input output. We had merged it with input output to establish a story. So how NSSO data can be useful to build different stories. So that is enough, I feel, to introduce NSSO data and to understand the usefulness of NSSO data.
So
Now,
PPT is available.
yes, sir. I will send after this lecture. But I will send it to Dr. Sidhu. Is it fine?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fantastic. So now we will be going to have our real session on extraction of NSSO data using SPSS. So are you ready, sir?
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. So can you see this one? NSS 6610 new format, this folder?
Yes, sir.
Fantastic.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So please always, because I cannot make sure, no, I cannot see you people. So you have to always give me confidence that everything is visible and it's clear. And wherever you face problem, you have to stop me and you have to ask me, because this
So one thing is, sir, NSS is data is available free available from my side, our side.
very interesting question, sir. And I can give you some sort of happiness. Today, it is free. Earlier, 10 years back, it was we all institutes based on that this we regional institutes we were supposed to buy CD, if you remember. But now data is freely available in MOSPI website.
Thank
All
you. Thank you.
NSSO data. Okay. Yes, but you need to know little bit of tricks to download and extract the data. That's what you will explore.
That's very important. So that's very important.
Exactly, because data is free, it is available, but not kind of ready-made format to analyze the data. You have to know little bit of tricks to make it kind of your camera ready things. Okay. So uh, NSS 6610 format, so new format. So this data is 66 round of employment unemployment survey. Uh, and it was collected in 2019. So all this, if you understand one data, one theme, you will be very clear. There are different structure of NSSO data, and I would like to start with the very simplest structure. Then we will, in our next session, we will come to this present format, how this data is coming and how you will these things, because all data are not given in present format. There are this earlier format is there and hugely there. So what is that data? Data earlier this in CD, it used to come in this format. And once you get these things, these are the folders available. And in folder, you will get one subfolder survey note. And you have to click this survey note. And once you click this survey note, you have to click this data folder. Is it visible that within this data folder, you have this report, supporting documents, DDI, and then NSS 66 round,
Yes,
schedule 10, employment, unemployment. This is visible. No, fantastic. one problem you will see once you have this data, probably if you are using this data first time, you may not see this red icon. This will be there, but red icon may not be there. This red icon is not there means Nestor is not installed in your software, in your system. But don't be afraid at all.
So which
Nestor,
was the which one? Which one? Nesta.
Nestor, Nestor. I'll come back to this point. What is the usefulness of this Nestor? Nestor is a platform using which you can download the data whichever format you want. You can download it in SPSS, you can download it in Stata, SAS, whichever format you want, you can download. But if you are using first time, you may not see that red icon, so Nestor is not installed. What you have to do, you have to just go back,
Yes, sir.
and these things are there. Software is there. Nestor, Nestar. You have to click there. Then Nestor Explorer installer, you have to click here. I am not clicking yes because Nestor is installed here. If you click yes 3 times, Nestor will be installed in your system in few seconds. So
So wait, we will try, sir. We will try in this laptop.
yes, you can, but do you have the data?
No, sir. No.
Yes, so you need to have this data to then after 3 click you will get these things. What I will do, we will have 15 minutes break. No, within that I will try to share this data through Google Drive, and that time you can at least 2-3 participants, you can have the data and try to install Nestor. Okay, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fantastic. So first you follow what I am saying. So 3:45 we will have 15 minutes break. That time I will share and you will try to explore, and then in next session we will start from there. Okay, fantastic. So once you install Nestor, then you will see that red icon is visible. So I am telling you that Nestor, if you have Nestor, literally you have everything about the data, literally everything about the data. Why am I saying this? You have to you don't have to download at the initial phase. What you do, you go left side, see this one, this metadata information documents, then left side again this study description, all drop down menu comes, identification, version, overview, it will give the information what data is about, then the scope, that these things coverage, then producer, because it was writing this producer sponsored, but those things are not relevant now, freely available. Then sampling procedure, data collection, data access, and data access now freely available, disclaimers, and then context. Then the real data sets come. And if you click here, this real data set, see, there are so many blocks out there. And what are these blocks means? Blocks means your NSSO, I said that it is some sort 4 lakh, 5 lakh, 6 lakh individuals data. And the questionnaire is also nearly 200, 300, 400 questions they covered. And these questions are divided into different blocks. So this survey had these many blocks. The data is divided into these many blocks, and these blocks, while you download the data, you will get these blocks separately. You will not get these blocks kind of together, and that's the tricks. You have to merge these blocks to prepare one whole data sets. But what are these things there within a block? If I click this plus sign, this drop down menu comes variables. Under block 3, these many variables are there. I have not downloaded the data. Still, I have not downloaded the data. What we are trying to understand, what are the informations? We can see all these informations. It is household characteristics. Block 3, title household characteristics. All the household level informations are available. That means there we have this social groups. If we see scheduled tribe, scheduled caste, other backward class, others, how my data is distributed. Even before extracting the data, I can get the frequency distribution and percentage distribution of the data of different categories of the particular variable. So I have not extracted the data still. Data is still within nested, but still I can get some information about the data, about how my sample is distributed by different social groups. I can see in my data that 12.8% were respondents were scheduled tribe, 16% were scheduled caste, then 37.5% were OBC, and 33.6% were others, means general. So such type of distributions are there. And then if we divide by religion, again in religion we can get this information that Hinduism, that is 76%, and then Islam 12%, and then Christianity 6.9%, and then this Sikhism again 2.1%. So these informations are kind of available here. So
So this is
this
the whole India or the one particular state, sir?
this is whole India, sir. Whole India.
Yeah.
This data is whole India. If you are interested to extract the data for a particular state, so you have this variable of state, region, district, this thing, that things you can extract. Okay, but you have to be very careful that state level representation should be sufficient to have state level analysis. But district, yeah, that's all India level, it's fantastic, no problem. Even state level analysis also people do using NSSO data, and for that you need to extract the data by different state. You can do it. And then this block 3 is available, indebtedness of rural household. Block 4, the demographic particulars within. So block 3 was household level information, all their caste, religion, land size, holding, whatever was available at the in for the applicable for the entire household, that was available. But for block 4 we have the information at the individual level. For example, if there are 5 members in a household, if the household belongs to religion Hindu, then all 5 members by default are Hindu. If the household belongs to scheduled tribe category, all members within that household, all the 5 members are scheduled tribe, but education level of the 5 members are different. Although their household characteristics are same, but individual characteristics are different. Individual demographic particulars are different. Their age are different. Their gender is different. Their marital status can be different. Their occupational status can be different. Their educational status can be different. So all these demographic particulars of the individual which are relevant to this individual, we have information from block 4. So you have to be very careful that block 3 is about household information, and our data set is only, for example, if 1 lakh household survey had been conducted, sample size is 1 lakh. But if 5 members are there on an average in household, then from block 4 onwards we have information. Our sample size becomes how many, sir?
Yes, sir. Tell me repeatedly, sir.
Yes. So block 3 is related to block 3 is household information, household characteristics. So we have, for example, 1 lakh households are there. So sample size is 1 lakh there in block 3. But I said, but individual characteristics are different. Education level for 5 members, if they are staying in one household, their education level is different, their age is different. So block 4 onwards, data is provided for the individual member. So if on an average 5 members are there in a household, then what will be the sample size from block 4 onwards?
5 lakhs.
Exactly. Exactly. So 5 lakh will be the sample size from block 4 onwards. But we have to merge. For example, we want to see educational distribution by different caste, whether there is any differences in educational attainment by caste or not, or occupational differences or earning differences. Caste information is there in block 3, where household characteristics are there. Education information is there in block 4. Occupation information is there in block 5. So I have to merge block 3 with block 4 and then with block 5. But block 3 sample size is 1 lakh, because household is 1 lakh. Household characteristics is only 1 lakh had been given. But household members information block 4 is 5 lakh sample size. So 1 lakh information, 1 lakh sample of block 3 should be merged in such a way that it is appropriately merged with block 4's individual members information. So what they will do, package will do, that if 5 members are there in a household, they will identify, okay, these are the 5 members staying in household 1, and household 1 belongs to this social scheduled tribe category, ST. So that information package will repeat 5 times besides this 5 individual. First package is identifying the individual based on their household, in which household they are staying. Because 1 lakh household had their unique code of 1 lakh. And package is identifying first, okay, Mr. X, Mr. Y, Mr. Z, they live in household 1. Then household 1 is ST family. So that ST information is getting repeated for all these Mr. X, Y, and Z. So merged data becomes 5 lakh only. After merging, there is no 1 lakh separately. If 5 lakh is the individual information, and then household characteristics also kind of expanded in such a way that it just besides the appropriate member staying in that particular households, and the merged data becomes 5 lakh data. It will be even clear when we start extracting the data. Let us go back to that data. Okay, so this is the thing I said, that block 3, it is the household characteristics. And you can even see that when this sample size and these things, you can see this block 3 household characteristics case count is 1,957. It's 1 lakh only, 1,957. Block 4, you can see the count is 4,59,784. So on an average, 4.5 individuals in this particular round are staying. So while merging the data, this 1,957 should be expanded in such a way it fits with this 4,59,784 information that we will show.
So what about variable count? There are earlier 57 and right now black 4 48.
Yeah,
variable count.
Yeah, these are the variable. What are the variables? If you variable this round number, FSU number, this round, then serial number, nature, then their state, all these informations if you take, then for example, household characteristics if you take, there all these informations, how many variables are there? So this is 57 variables are there in this particular block. And then case count means sample size. Sample size is 1,957, but the variable is that 57 questions are answered in this particular, or the answer of 57 questions are reported in this particular block. Okay. So this is
every black there is separate questionnaire.
Exactly. I will come to that point, that we will that questionnaire is divided into different blocks. Okay, total questionnaire is divided into different blocks. So that questionnaire block 3 that kind of includes household characteristics. Then block 4 we have demographic particulars of household members. Block 5 onwards we have this occupation status. So questionnaire is divided into this different blocks. So how that questionnaire and these things you will get. So data is divided into different blocks, because how questions are divided into different blocks. And if you are interested about the variable of different blocks, you have to merge the data. You have to merge different blocks data, because data is provided by block wise data is you can extract. You cannot extract merge data. You have to first extract, then you have to merge. And then what are the external sources? As you said, questionnaire. The first thing, you don't have to go anywhere. If you are in nested, you have literally everything. We have not gone any places. We are in this nested only, and there we can click this external resources, questionnaire utilize. Here only I am just clicking, so my questionnaire will be downloaded here. Everything is inserted in nested. See,
Yes,
this
sir.
is the questionnaire.
Yes, sir. Questionnaire is available, sir. Okay, okay. This is a question.
Exactly. Questionnaire is all available. Report is also available. Everything is available in nested. Okay. So see, this is the questionnaire. Employment unemployment survey 2009-10. So they conducted this survey. Then block is there. Block 1, this identification of sample household. Then block 3, particulars, this thing, that things, all information, household characteristics. Then they are in whether they have NREG, a job card or not, this thing, that things, principal industry, principal occupation, household type, religion, social group, all these questions. And these questions also, see, everything is, even qualitative informations are also kind of converted to quantitative information with different code. And how these codes you will get, codes are given just below to this. For example, social groups, social group codes, how will you get it? You will not get ST, you will see 1 2 3 4. But what this 1 2 3 4 means, just below this section, this block things, codes are mentioned clearly. So social group, scheduled tribe 1, scheduled caste 2, OBC 3, others 4. So all information about different codes are available just soon after this block. So this
So
block,
please, yes, sir, please share this PDF to group, sir, if you don't mind.
I will share this data, sir. You will get everything within it.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes.
Yes, I will share. And then this block 4, I say demographic particulars. You can see serial number, name of the member, then relation to head. And relation to head is also code. If if the person reporting is self, and then spouse of the head, or married child, spouse of married child, unmarried child, grandchild, father, mother-in-law, or brother, sister, or brother-in-law, or sister-in-law, or other relatives, or servant, employees, other non-relatives. So all these informations you will get. Then marital status, you see this just 1 minute, sir. I'm getting a call. ফোনটা নিয়ে যাও দরকার হলে। Sorry.
Sir, yes, sir, just for curious, suppose I need for the 30 years back, one particular family, how many members will be there? Whether I search it?
See, you will not get who is the family. Within that data, you will get these things, but that identification is not there. If you want to search that about, if you have target family, you will not get it. But if you want to capture that, what was the family structure that 30 years back, what was their education structure, what was their earnings dynamics, occupation status, those information you will get. But you cannot identify who are the
It's available, sir. It's available. Which black we don't identify that.
Yeah, you cannot identify, but average picture you can make out from the data.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So this information, so this block, see the data, sir, the data I am explaining, this data is 2019, and this data is available from 1983 onwards. 1983, every 5 years till 2011, 12, there was no disruption. Every 5 years we had this data. But now 2017 onwards, little bit in reformatted manner, now we have annually also this data. So this is that block for these demographic particulars of household. So you will get their gender, whether they are male, female, then their age, marital status, then education. So marital status, you can see this code. Education level also codes are there, general, technical. So all these informations, this marital status, never married, currently married, widowed, divorce. So educational level, this one, this not literate 01, literate without formal schooling, then TLC, then others, then literate below primary. uh, all these informations are secondary, higher secondary, diploma, certificate, graduate, postgraduate. So you will get this code 1, 2, 3, 4, and all this, what this code means, it is given in this information. So block 4 is from it's about the individual members demographic particulars, and then block 5.1 onwards, this usual principal activity particulars. So here we have this information about occupation. What is their principal occupation? What is the industry code where they are working, occupation code? Then whether this enterprise, where they are working, what type of enterprise it is, all informations you will get from this occupation related. Then subsidiary important occupation. So one person can work in two places. Possibly you are faculty member of somewhere, our Durgappa sir is faculty member of somewhere, simultaneously he is doing consultancy for something, so he is having double occupation here. So one will be principal status, another will be subsidiary occupation status. So subsidiary occupation status will be kind of the relatively lesser time you are investing. So those informations, every details you will get here. So we are still in Nestor, we are coming back. So in Nestor we got the information about data, we got even questionnaire. Now see, when NSSO collect data, before releasing the data, they publish, they use the data, they first put the data in their own format, they even come up with some broad estimated figure, and you can see the report they published using the same data sets. And this is the report, it is getting downloaded. See, from the Nestor itself, see key indicators of employment, unemployment in India 2019. NSSO had prepared this report based on the data they had collected. So they are providing the data, at the same time they are providing the report. And I have seen several of the researchers have used this estimated figure only from the report. Even they have never opened any unit level data. They have used this even NSSO report figure only, and they have conducted their study. They have built fantastic story, because this is equally useful, even the estimated figure. But some of the things, the minor details, you will not get estimated figure. Individual level regression, if you want to run, or you want to do even some specific question, you have to use unit level data. But this report figures and the entire report is very useful in two contexts. One is that you will get estimated figure for sure for your research. If you need some aggregate figure quickly, you don't have to go and you don't have to waste your time, because unit level data takes time for understanding this thing. Quickly, if you need to report something at the aggregate level, at the state level, some figure you will get from the report itself. Fantastic. Second thing, when you are dealing with unit level data, you are merging. When you are dealing with unit level data, you are merging this one. Video on. Just 1 minute, sir. When you are merging this unit level data, after that you will get this information whether your extraction was correct or wrong, because you never know. Yes, Durgappa sir.
Sir, you take a sweet, which sweets, sir? What type of sweets?
It's Bengali sweet.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. It's good, sir, good.
Teda, sir.
Sorry.
We also know. Therefore, I will ask you.
Yeah. No, actually, yeah, fine. So now these things, uh, mm, what I am saying, this use of this unit level data. So this unit level data, uh, after extraction, most of the times we are not sure whether we have extracted it correctly or not. Isn't it, Durgappa sir? When you are extracting 5 lakh data,
Yes, sir.
you are not sure whether you have extracted it correctly or not. But
Yes, sir, yes.
how to authenticate it? How
Mm.
to be sure that we have extracted it correctly? That time, after extraction, you just tally your the sum of the aggregate figure from this uh, report figure. And if it matches, because NSSO also used unit level data and had come up with this report. And when your estimated figure, the data you have extracted, is exactly matching, for example, usual principal status for this age group, this is the estimated person, this is you will get labor force participation rate, all these informations, when you see that your figures are exactly matching with these report figures, so you can be doubly sure that your extraction process was correct. So you said the validation, that when you, the initial stage, when you extract, whether you have done it correctly or not, I am telling you, check, tally your figures from the data you have extracted with NSSO report figure. If it matches, your extraction process is correct. If it does not, you have committed some mistake. Then
Mistake, sir.
you have to go back and you have to check it. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir, yes, sir. Yes.
exactly in Nestor, so the questionnaire report, then even some of the other information about the supporting documents, NIC code, the NCO code, then FSU number, then estimation procedure, then this concept definition, how, what are the, because most of the things, if you are newly using some of the concepts, you need to check that how they have defined it. For example, how they have defined labor force, how they have defined self-employment, how they have defined. So concepts and definitions they provide, and you can go through their documents. So, and then they have this all other information, state code also. You said that you are interested, for example, you are interested about Karnataka. Where will you get this Karnataka? You have this state code Karnataka here. Where is Karnataka? I'm still searching. Yeah, 29. See, you have state variable. You extract the data only for 29 code. So your sample will be only for Karnataka. So state codes are there. Then even district codes are also there. Then here you will, after clicking this, you will get this district code. It is kind of big, this thing, but one thing is that it is district wise, it is sample, but they do not cover all the district in the survey. So but whatever district you have, you can see this Dharwad is there. So Karnataka 29 state and 909 is the code for Dharwad district. So if you extract this data, you will get this Dharwad district's information. So likewise, you can even extract this data, then all other informations are also available. So if you are in Nestor file, you literally have everything about the data. I think this data about this data is clear to you. Can we proceed for extraction now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So it means we are not covered all the districts. The interpretation we will give that way only, right, sir?
If you take care all the districts, interpretation will be the overall. If you are doing some sampling there, then the interpretation will be for that particular district or particular state. But NSSO, one thing remember, does not advise to conduct analysis at the district level. They say you can go up to state level analysis. District wise, if you just take see altogether 4,50,000 sample, 59,000, no, around you take some 4,60,000 sample, that is divided into 35 state, and again within that several of the districts. So district wise sample may not be adequate. That's what they said. But even then, you can get some idea about the district also.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So we are proceeding with this extraction.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So extraction, to start with this extraction, first you have to click here, this file. Then export all data set, you have to click here. Export all data set. Once you click, this drop down menu will appear. And once this drop down menu, this small window appears, this small window, you have to be very careful about each and everything about this small window. First, it comes export format, because these are the formats available. You can extract in SPSS, you can extract in Stata, you can extract in SAS. So different formats are available. Whichever format you want, you extract the data. But today's today's session, we are going to extract the data in SPSS, since you all are expert in SPSS. So export format, we have clicked SPSS. Now, the second thing you need to remember, export folder. You have to be very careful where this data is getting saved, because data will not be here in this small window or either in this window. The folder you are writing here, data will be saved there only. So where I am writing this folder, this my desktop. See, user Indrajit Bairagya desktop. So in desktop, one folder will come. I am asking create a new folder. So what will be my folder, subfolder name? NSSO 66 rounds, schedule 10, employment and unemployment. So with this name, one folder will come. Within this folder, data will come. But if I give all this block extraction, it will take 1 hour time. What I will do, I will just extract, let us extract only 3 block, not more than that.
So subfolder name, it may be any format, right, sir. It may
Yeah,
suppose we take.
you can give any name. Okay, I have created, I have given this name, because create new subfolder. If you just check out, then you can create it within desktop where you want to give. Okay.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes.
Fine. So I am extracting only 3 blocks information. Block 3 about household characteristics. That means if you have this questionnaire, then block 3 we have this information, household characteristics, that household size, their principal industry status, occupation status, household type, religion, social group, all information. Then I am extracting block 4, their demographic particulars. That means their the sex, their age, their marital status, gender, general education, technical education, all these vocational education. Then 5.1, their occupation, that where they are working, this industry code and these things, this information will be there. So I am just extracting these three. I have unchecked all the, because by default, if you click export all data set, it will be checked all the blocks. But you may need, actually for my research, I extract all the blocks. Then I merged one by one. But here for this demonstration, we are extracting only three blocks. So block
How many
three,
times will be required, sir? How many times
yeah,
for
it
taking?
takes time. If you have more blocks, it will take more time. So it will take 2 minutes time if we select only three blocks. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
within 3 minutes only, I think I have to remember that within desktop there will be a folder name NSS 66 round schedule 10 employment and unemployment. There this data will be saved. So I am clicking OK. So our folder, this name is already the kind of appeared. So I can delete or I can write a new. I am just writing CMDR workshop. So I am saving my data in desktop CMDR workshop, because that with that name some folder is there. So uh, CMDR workshop. So now it is working. Please wait. So we have to wait for 2 minutes time. Once this window disappear, then kind of uh, our data will be ready in that particular folder, and the particular,
On that moment, internet is available, sir. We need.
pardon,
We need internet that moment.
no internet is required. It is, if you have this data, because this I am not directly downloading from website download is different. That data will come in text format. This data had come in CD, that in nested format. From there CD is there, from CD I had copied here, and now I am extracting the data in SPSS format. Okay, in CD it is given nested format.
Yes,
From
sir.
NSS office they used to provide CD. Oh, so now this data is getting downloaded. So we need to wait for 2 minutes. So I'm just taking a short break so that data will come in 2 minutes. But if you have some question, you can ask this question if you have any doubt, so that we can clarify in 2 minutes time. Dr. Sidhu is back, or he is still outside?
Yes, I am back now. Indrajit, how
Oh,
are you?
you are back. Yeah.
Yes, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. That's what Dr. Sidhu, I was referring, that when we had done our PhD, NSS data was very complex.
Yes, complex. We need to manually, we need to do all those things, extraction things.
Exactly. That manual extraction, fast horizontal merging means
Yes.
not only these many blocks, even one
Hmm.
block used to be few state, three
Yes,
state,
yes.
four states. So fast horizontal merging, one block we had to prepare for entire India, then again vertical merging. So some
Yes.
50, 60 times merging we had to do. And after that, our system used to get hanged because we had very less RAM.
And then this hard disk power also less, and then processor speed also less.
Yes. So now see that our small window disappeared. So that means our data is extracted. So I said that data, I had given this data. I had, let me close this nested and uh, let this questionnaire open. I'm closing this one as well, this one as well. So where CMDR workshop, I said that one folder will be there, CMDR workshop, and within CMDR workshop I had saved three blocks data. I have extracted three blocks data: block 3, block 4, and block 5.1. So can you see that only three data is available, Durgappa sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely.
Yes. So we had extracted data only three blocks, because had I given 10 blocks, it would have taken some 15 minutes time for extraction itself. So three blocks we have given, and this three blocks data is ready now. See, these three blocks, you have to remember only the folder you have saved, and we have saved in this CMDR workshop it by desktop. So this one. Let me open my first block, this household characteristics. So this is what is this? Yeah, it is opening. See, block 3 we have, and now all these block 3, you know, this is the questionnaire for block 3. Block 3, these are the questions available. This household size, principal industry, occupation, household type, religion, social group, all these informations. So, two times it open. So this is the data set available, and you can see this how many questions, how many variables are there in this. 57 variables are there. You are asking no variable count. So 57 variables are there. And variable in SPSS, you know, there are two windows, data view and variable view. So in variable view, you will get the details about the variable. First the variable name, then the type, whether it is numeric or string. String can be converted into numeric, but just clicking here right side, and you will get there, and you can convert it into numeric. Then all other information with decimal. Since you are aware about SPSS, I am not going to discuss that. And then our data view, you can see all these 57 variables, informations and data is there. So how many data? If you remember, data count was 1,957,000, and exactly we have this 1,957,000 information is there in block 3. Fantastic. So now this block 4, once I open this block 4, again block 4, how many variables are there? 48 variables are there. And then the information we have that 4,59,784. So now I have, for example, education variable is there, general education. These are the general education variable. Information is available. And caste variable is there in my block 3. But block 3, what is the sample size, Durgappa sir?
54.
Sample size is 1,957.
Sorry, 1,09,057, sir.
Exactly. And in block 4, what is our sample size? 4,59,784.
4,59,784.
Now we have one information, education in block 4, and this our caste information is there in block 3, and we want to see educational distribution by caste. So 1 lakh data should be merged with 4,59,000 data. So for doing that, we need to know little bit tricks, because 1 lakh is household data. If 5 members are there, that will be identified that these 5 members are staying in that particular household, and then those households information will be repeated for 5 members, and then the merged file will also become 4,59,784. So block 3 should be merged with block 4 now. So how to merge it? Uh, there are few tricks to merge it. Uh, for merging, what happened here? Oh my God, why can't I click here? Let me just close it. Yeah. So this for merging, we need to know little tricks. What are the tricks? That first you have to uh, identify the key variable. Here I said key variable means we have 1 lakh uh, individuals, no, 1,957 individuals. Yeah, household. Every households are identified with different unique code, and this unique code will help us to merge these two data file, because individual members should be identified where they are staying, what is their household number. Otherwise data will for example, our Dr. Shidu is staying in household 2, he will be merged with household 1 if that information is not there. So data first package will identify, yes, Dr. Indrajit lives in household 1, Dr. Shidu lives in household 2, then Dr. Durgappa lives in household 3. So your household code first will be identified. And then probably Dr. Durgappa's son is also living in household 3. So he will be identified with the same household number and he will be merged. So here, so household unique identification code is very important. So HHID. And if we expand this level, see, household unique identification number. So this is 9-digit variable and this is important. Some of the data you will get HHID ready-madely. Some of this data file you will not get this HHID. You have to create HHID in that case, and it is not difficult. In our session only towards the end, I will show you, if HHID variable is not available in your data, how to create HHID using some information. But now luckily we have HHID here. So the first step is you have to identify key variable. Please note down, identification of key variable is the first step of merging. Once you have identified key variable, HHID is key variable here, household unique identification code. And that code, whether that variable is string or numeric. If it is numeric, fine. But if it is string, you have to convert numeric. So second step is, after identification of your key variable, you have to make your key variable numeric. If it is not, if it is numeric, fantastic. So we have made it numeric. So third step is that we have to sort the data in terms of ascending order of key variable. So how to sort it? So we have to click data, then sort cases, then we have to identify our HHID. It is showing variable uh, by labels, display variable labels. We want to see display variable names. So just right clicking, we get this drop down menu. This one, yes, HHID is here. And I have written, so HHID A means ascending order. And if we click OK, and fantastic, sort cases by output also had shown sort cases by HHID A. So I am going to save it now. So after these 3 steps, I have saved this one. The same step needs to be repeated with the file we want to merge. So we want to merge block 3 with block 4. So block 3 we have already done. We have identified key variable. We have made the key variable numeric. We have made even the key variable in ascending order. We have arranged it in ascending order. The same step we need to do for the other data file also. So block 4, it is opening. So once this block 4 data has come, what is our first task? Can you please repeat, one of you?
So data.
Durgappa sir, you are only saying. Someone else. Anusri madam, can you please unmute and tell what are the steps?
Anushree Avre.
Have to identify the key variable.
Yes, exactly. You just tell, then I will repeat for that one. So first we have to identify key variable. So what is our key variable? We have identified that
HHID.
HHID, household identification number. Fantastic. So HHID is string. So first step is done, identification HHID we have done. Second step is, if it is string, we have to make numeric. So we have converted it to numeric. Then we are saving it because we don't want to lose anything. Then the third step is, we have to arrange it in ascending order, isn't it? Yeah, in ascending order. So ascending order, what is our key variable? So HHID, if we arrange it, HHID we got, HHID ascending. Okay, so output is showing short cases by HHID, and it is saved also. I am resaving it so that we don't lose anything. Fantastic. So running save, it has been done. So I am closing my block 4. Block 4, you don't need to keep it open. Only if you keep your block 3 open, then it's fine. Now, after having 3 crucial steps, identification of key variable, sorting it in ascending order, we need to go for merging. How this data drop down menu appears, merge file. Then within merge file, 2 options come. One is add cases, another is add variable. Here, what we need to click? We want to add variable here because there are demographic particulars need to be added with household characteristics. Now, pay attention here. Add external SPSS data file. That means the file is open, package is considering it is internal file. So block 3 is my internal file. So Durgappa sir, what is my external file then?
So external file, there is a HHID.
No, block 4 is my external file.
Oh,
See,
sorry. Not
yeah.
4. Yes, sir.
So the file, I want to merge block 3 with block 4. So block 3 I kept open. That means it is my internal file. Had I opened block 4 and wanted to merge with block 3, that time block 4 would have been internal file. So I have kept open block 3 only. So block 3 is my internal file. Block 4 is my external file. The file is closed, is external. So I have to identify where is that data. I have in my desktop, and within desktop CMDR workshop. Within CMDR workshop, this block 4 demographic particular, open, continue. Yes, the most crucial stage has come here. And if you understand this stage, then you can merge the data and you understood the data. First is the match key variable in sorted file. What is our key variable? What is our key variable, sir?
HHID.
HHID. Fine. Now, 3 options are there. Both file provide cases. Non-active dataset is key table. Active dataset is key table. Please tell me which option should I click? All of you need to answer. 3 options are there. Both file provide cases. Non-active dataset is key table. Active dataset is key table. Durgappa sir, tell me which option should we click?
The active data.
Huh?
Third one, sir, active data.
Active data. And someone else is saying something?
Both, sir, both.
Both file provide cases. Okay. So we got 2 vote here. There is no option for voting for nota. So only 3 options are there. You have to vote for one. So how many of you are going for both file provide cases?
Yes, I agree, sir. Both file provide cases, sir. Yes, that is correct, sir.
Who is saying? Durgappa sir, why did you change, sir?
So because the black 3 will be internal file and black 4 is the external file, we will merge for the all those things with the both file.
Okay. Please pay your attention here. Okay. This step you need to understand. Both files provide cases literally means both files provide equal number of cases. Case means number of sample.
Non-active.
Do we have Just listen, sir. Do we have the equal number of cases in block 3 and block 4?
No, sir, no.
What is the case size in block 3?
1,90,000.
Yeah, 1,900,000 something. And block 4 case size is 4,59,000 something. So both files do not have equal number of cases. Had both the file households only, household information possibly are divided into 2 blocks, then both the file would have that 1,957 cases, and we would have got for both file provide cases. Had both the file even individual member file, for example, one file is having education information, another file is having occupation information, but it is individual, so cases are 4,59,000, we would have gone for both file provide cases. But in this particular case, both files do not have equal number of cases. No? Isn't
Yes,
it?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we are nullifying. We cannot use that option. We are left with 2 more options. Non-active dataset is key table. Active dataset is key table. So here active and key table. These 2 are very important. Active means the file open, the internal file is your active file. The file closed, the external file is your non-active file.
Non-active.
Okay, fine. And key table, the file is sorted in format, needs to be expanded is the key table. So key table in any case, our household file block 3 is the key file, key table. That has to be expanded. No, because block 4 is already individual member file, 4,59,000. So 1 lakh needs to be expanded to 4,59,000. So block our this block 3 household characteristics, that is already our key table. But that is open or that is closed in our while we are merging?
Open.
That is open. That means
Open, sir.
our key table is active. So we have to click active data set is key table. Key table is always block 3. But had we opened block 4 and wanted to merge with block 3, that time we would have to click. Durga sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Durga Prasad, no, had we opened block 4 and wanted to merge with block 3, which option we would have to click?
Black.
Now we kept block 3 open and merging with block 4. That's why our active data set is key table. Our key table is block 3, that is active. But had we kept block 3 closed and opened block 4 only and wanted to merge with block 3, our non-active data set would have been the key table. No?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because block 3 we are closing. That would have become our external. Had we tried to open block 4 and wanted to merge with block 3. So that time we would have to click non-active data set is key table. Isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So now the structure we have, we kept our block 3 open and we want to merge with block 4. So we have to click. We have to click.
Non-active data set.
We have
Active data set.
active, sir, active, because our block 3 is open now. Had we closed that one, then it would have been non-active.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
So we have to click active data set is key table. Now you see the magic. Before doing the things, whether I am saying everything is correct or wrong, how will you make sure? You see our 53 variables are there in block 3. No, 57. 57 variables are there. Then few more variables should be added. And even data also 1,59,000, 1,957. So after merging, merge file should be 4,59,700. So let us do the merging. Again, that merge file, add variable, external file, I am repeating for you. External file, block 4, continue. This has come, our HHID is our this one, key table, active data set is key table, key variable, we are clicking OK. So what warning is coming? Key match will fail if data are not sorted in ascending order of key variable. But we need not to be worried. We have already arranged our data in ascending order, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
While soon after identification of HHID, we have arranged it. We have sorted it in ascending order. So we are not worried about this warning. We are clicking OK. See, merging has done. What has happened? You see 1,59,957 that has expanded to this one. Now
Up to 5
our
lakhs.
yeah, 4,59,000 this one. And earlier we had how many? 57 variables, and all these variables have been added. Only the common variable it will not repeat. Few variables are common. Okay, so this identification code of the household is up to this one. All other variables about, you see, now we have their social groups also. We have even their age, marital status, this thing. So up to 73 we have this information about demographic particulars also. So first step of merging has been done. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. So Dr. Sidhu, can we take for 5-10 minutes break now?
Yes, sir. Please.
Okay. Then we will come back. We will continue with merging, and then we will next step. Now you prepare your question if you have any doubt about merging, because using NSSO data, merging is the most crucial stage. Okay, because whatever data you get, you will get data separate file only. So you have to merge the data. So prepare your question. I am coming back in 5 minutes. Then
Thank
we
you.
will start from this point.
Okay.
No?
Okay, Indrajit.
Okay, thank you. See, first stage of merging we have already shown with this block 3 and block 4. So now you understood these basic tricks for this block for merging. Now we have come to a stage after merging of block 3 and block 4. What is things are there in block 3? That household characteristics in block 3 that has been merged with our block 4, that all related information about their demographic particulars, and the now merged file has become individual member file only. In block 5 we have occupation information. We want to merge now our merged file with block 5. And now you remember, we are now going to, after merging this data file, merged file also had become a kind of our individual member file only. Now one individual member file should be merged with another individual data file. So that let us save this merge file with a name. This is a merged file, block 3 and block 4. Merged 3 and 4. So with this merge 3 and 4, we are going to merge block 5. So what was the first step of merging? Identification of key variable. So while merging one individual member file with household file, household unique identification code was our key variable. But when we are interested to merge individual member file with another individual member file, then there is a code, unique code for every member, every individual, not every household, every individual also. Otherwise, now it's like that we three are the variable, myself, Dr. Sidhu and Dr. Durgappa. Our education information is in block 4, this merge file, and our occupation information is there in block 5. Unless we have individual code for each of these, each of us, then what will happen? Occupation of Dr. Sidhu's occupation will be merged with my education, and or Dr. Durga's occupation will be merged with Dr. Sidhu's education. So mismatch will happen. So what this package does? Package first identifies every individual in both the data file based on their individual identification code. So now 4,59,784 individual has their unique code. So no two individuals have same code. So every individual has their distinct code because it is their information only. In one file they have their education and other demographic particulars, in another file they have their occupational status. So when we merge, so our first unique identification, first key variable is PID. Earlier it was HHID. HHID was household unique identification number, but PID is household member unique identification number. So it is actually created based on HHID. HHID is 9-digit number, PID is 11-digit number. And we will show that how that to be created also at the later stage. So first step is identification. We have identified PID is our key variable. Soon after identification, what was our second step? Our second step was, if your key variable is string, you have to numeric. If it is numeric, fantastic. If it is not, you have to convert it into numeric. We have done it and we are going to save it. Fantastic. We have saved it. It's saving. And the third step is that we have to sort our data in terms of this key variable. Key variable is PID, and PID, it has to be arranged in ascending order. So data is running safe, so we have to wait a little bit, because you can see in SPSS, that is the thing towards the below, you will get to know that what is the status. So it is saving. So it's going on. Yes, save is done. So PID A, we are clicking A. So it is again running sort cases, because once data file becomes little large, then it takes little bit of time for performing every individual task. So fine, it is already there. And if you see output, sort cases by PID A means ascending order, and it is already saved. So block 3 and 4 has already been we have done. So now with block 5.1, and in block 5.1 we have to perform exact the same thing. First task is that our identification of key variable. So household member identification number, so PID, that is our key variable, that is string, so we are converting into numeric. And HHID is also string, we are just converting that also in numeric, and then we are going to save it. So save is going on. Fantastic. And then the third thing is sort cases by this ascending order of the key variable. So key variable is PID, ascending, okay. So sort cases by PID A, and it is already saved. Sort cases is going on. So 391, 800, yes. So let us save it. So after sorting, always we have to save, otherwise it may not properly sort the variable. And if the variable are not sorted, package will be confused. So it is saved. So I am closing this block 5.1. We just kept open our block 3 and 4. Now we are going to our this fourth stage of merging. So data, merge file, add variable. Which one is our external file, Durgappa sir?
Block 5.
Block 5.1. So we are clicking. So continue. So what is our key variable?
PID.
PID is our key variable. Now you tell me which option should we click. We have both file provide cases. We have non-active data set is key table. We have active data set is key table. So which option should we click?
Both, sir.
Yes, actually we have to click both file provide cases, because the logic I had given, both file provide cases means if you expand it, both file provide equal number of cases. And exactly, so both this after merging, this data file has become 4,59,000. If you see 4,59,000, what happened? It got hanged or what? got hanged. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
You can
yes,
hear
sir.
me.
Yes, yes.
But my system got hanged. I don't know why. Just yes. So we have information of 4,59,784, isn't it? What happened?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So and our variable is 73. So and in both the data file, see March file also 4,59,784 individuals informations are there, and some additional information about occupation is there in block 5. So the number of cases remains same. So both file provide equal number of cases. It's not that we are asking one file to be expanded. It's both the files have the equal number of cases. So what will happen? It will not increase the this cases. Sample size will remain same. What will expand? Only it will expand the variable. It is there up to 73. After merging, it will definitely common variable. It will not consider. Only few more variable will be added after merging. So let us do it. So merge file, add variable, this one 5.1, continue, then our key variable PID, then both file provide cases. Okay, we need not to be worried about this one. We have already arranged our key variable in ascending order, sorted it. So see, it is executed nicely. So after 73, we have few more up to 92. All these occupation related informations are already there. So now we have a data which had 92 variables merging. So let us give this new name, save as March 3, 4 and 5.1. So save it. So we have marched 3, 4, 5.1. We have household characteristics, we have their demographic particulars, and we have their occupational status in one data file. So up to this point, any question about merging is clear to all of you? It's clear, Durgappa sir?
The first one is clear. I don't know the both file. Why we will make it all those both file?
Both file is that first one what we have done. One file was sorted file because block 3 was household file, 1 lakh household. That we wanted to expand and merge with 4,59,000. So first block 3 was our key table, and that we wanted to merge with a larger file, individual member file. So key table was active, that had to be expanded. But in this particular case, after merging block 3 and 4, our data file has become only individual member. Case is 4,59,000. Similarly, in block 4 also we have, block 5.1 also we have 4,59,000. So the number of individuals are same. Only thing is that variables are different. So no need to expand one file. Only it should merge and add few more variables. So it is both file provide equal number of cases.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So up to this merging is clear. After that merging, few things I will show. That I said one thing, that in NSSO, that using statistic, you can even have this parameter. That means based on the, although it is sample survey, based on the sample characteristics, you can even come up with this population features, population characteristics. What is this, these things, how will you do? Here you see one thing, you have, if you click on this data, you have drop down menu and then weight cases comes. And then weight cases, if you don't do anything, it is do not weight cases. Everything, whatever you do, it is given based on your sample only, not based on your weight. Let us not select anything. Let us analyze the data. Descriptive statistics, frequency. Let us see about this distribution. Okay, social group wise distribution. Okay, fine. It's frequency table. It's a running frequency running. So data is large. So it is coming. Yes. So our frequency table is ready. See this frequency now. Scheduled tribe 13.2%, scheduled caste 16%, and then 37.9% are OBC and 32.8% are general. And our total sample is 4,59,784. So that is our frequency distribution. Now I said that if you use weight, your figures will be inflated and it will be adjusted to your population feature. So how to do it? Data drop down menu comes, weight cases. Earlier it was do not weight cases. Now we are clicking weight cases by. And while doing that, we have two types of weight. Here, two types of weight. Let us see what are these two types of weights are there. You see, here two types of weights are there. First one is weight to attach while all sub-rounds combined estimation. And another weight SR means weight to attach while estimation at specific sub-rounds. I said that data has been collected throughout the year and it has been divided into 4 quarters. Every quarter is considered, every 3 months is considered as one sub round. So we have information about 4 sub rounds in the data. If we are really interested about the seasonality, how that one sub rounds information is different from another sub rounds, we will have analysis separately by sub rounds. In that particular case, we will use weight this underscore SR. But here we are not interested to have any analysis sub round wise. What we are interested? We are interested to have an analysis for the entire data sets for the total economy. So we have clicked this weight variable here. And once we click this weight, we have to click this weight. So it will be the total data. So data, weight cases by, and then which one will be our these things? Display name, this weight. The weight will be this one and okay. Now you see when we have done, can you see something here this side weight on? Can you see Durgappa sir?
Yes, tell me, sir.
Can you see this weight on is written here?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Exactly. When you see this weight on is written, that means whatever analysis you do, it will consider weight and all results will be for your entire population. It will be parameter, not statistic. So weight is on, and then we had already conducted our analysis for the sample, this distribution by social groups. We got this one. So 4,59,000 should be expanded as well as percentage distribution also how it changes. Let us see. So now wait on and let us have the same frequency distribution of social groups. And once we do this one, which is frequency is running. So it is running frequency, all informations you will get. So once it is done, we will get this frequency. Then we will see how it changes the result. Yes. So it's ready. So results must be coming. Yes. See, now it is 1 into e to the power 1.2 to the power 9. That means something 1 crore and some 9, 109 crore. Some informations have come for this data. So total population in 2009-10 it has been adjusted, and then this it has even considered this one, this percentage distribution. See, sample size earlier scheduled tribe was only based on this data 60,000, 60,000, 60,893, and now from this we have some 8 crore 84 lakh 93,037. So our this sample size has increased. It had been inflated and adjusted with the total population. Not only that, not only that, it not only it has increased that frequency, the number of sample, it has even changed the percentage. You see, in our sample, or 13.2% were scheduled tribe, 16% were scheduled caste. You see, only 8.7% are scheduled tribe in population, and 19.9% are scheduled caste. So even percentage distribution also differ when you do the analysis for the population. So you have the sample. You have only 4,59,784. Using the multiplier and weight, you are able to get the population figure. So this is one of the beauty of NSSO data. If you have this weight, you can predict parameters from the statistic. You can predict population features from the sample features. So the entire analysis, as long as your weight is on, you can do the entire analysis for your data sets. So the next thing I want to show you, so let us put weight up. So weight, the use of weight is clear to you, Durgappa sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fantastic. So now we are moving to another step. So we are putting off this weight. So weight on will disappear. You see in our data file now, no more weight on. So now whatever analysis we do, we'll do for without weight only for these things. Why I want to show you the two things. One is that uh, recoding is very important. I transform, recode into same variable. You can create new variable with compute. You can recode into same variable or recode into different variable. I want to do in different variable. I don't want to change my variable in that sense. So how I want to do it? Record into different variable. Which one is this one? My that original variable is social group here. But social group, we know the codes, that what are this social group codes means in our questionnaire. That social groups is scheduled tribe 1, scheduled caste 2, then other backward class 3, and others 9. So we want to have a regression analysis where we want to create a dummy variable for socially disadvantaged group. So socially disadvantaged group, we will have this 1 and 2 together. They are socially disadvantaged group, and then others are socially non-disadvantaged group. So let us have this SCST together, one variable, and then others. So social group, I am creating this variable ST, change. Then old values and new values. So old value 1, old value 1, new value will be 1. Old value 2, new value will be 1 only. all others will be 0 because it's a dummy variable. We want to create a dummy variable here. So 1, new value is 1, and old value 2, new value 1, fine. All other values we can click here and we can create. Otherwise we can even arrange it. We can with this range we can do something, but that we are just all other values we are creating 0. So our new variable will be created in the continue in the name of scst, and that will have the this information, but only 2 codes. Okay, so our new variable is created, running execute, so it is getting created. So now we will take this frequency of this both social group as well as scst. We will see how these things happen. It is running frequencies. Fantastic. Frequencies are already here. And you can see earlier we had scheduled tribe, scheduled caste, OBC, others, and total remains same 4,59,700, but we have only 2 code. One is for this one. See, scheduled tribe 13.2%, 60,000, and 73,000 scheduled caste, so 16%. So it is altogether 29.3%. So 1,34,497, and all others are 0. So we have created without disturbing, without that kind of creating any problem for the original variable. So we can recode without disturbing the original variable. Then one more thing I want to show here, select cases. This is very important. Select cases means now we have code for social. We just want to do analysis for socially disadvantaged group. We are not even at all bothered about socially advantageous group. So how we will do our analysis? Because should we need to delete other data? There are few options. So select cases. All cases means we are not selecting the entire sample. All 4,59,784 are considered. Now if we put a condition, if condition satisfied, so condition I am giving this scst, they are equal to 1. So continue. So scst 1 means only scst, that 1,34,000 will be considered, not others, not 4,59,000 for our remaining analysis. And how the data can be even selected? There are 3 options in output. We can filter out unselected cases. That means only scst will be selected, all others will be kind of striked out. They will be there in the data. They will not be deleted, but they will not be considered in the analysis. We can click on the second option, that copy selected cases to a new data sets. A new data file will be created only with the select cases, only for the scsts. All other cases, non-scst, will be deleted. And in the same data file also we can change that deleting the unselected cases. Only scst will be there. What I am going to do, I am not going to disturb the data, just filter out. For my analysis, I will not consider, but data, let the data be there. And soon after doing that, click OK. And what will you do? It is kind of doing this running execute. It is coming, but at the same time, you can see one message has come, filter on. Filter on means entire data is not going to be considered for your analysis. You have filtered the data. And how that, so filter on, as you have seen wait on, so same is with filter on. So as long as filter on is there, you can see so many strikes outs are there. So many strikes outs are there. If you see scst, this 0, they all are deleted. You see scst 1, they are not striked out. These are striked out only when they are 0. That means they are non-scst. When scst cases, you can see they will be considered our analysis. Exactly, if you see when analyze descriptive statistics, take the frequencies only, take these 2 variables only, because that's what we are doing. It will be clear. Running frequencies. It's coming. You see, even that non-SCST was not given. Only the result has come for 1,34,497. 1,34,497. So when you are doing analysis with filter on, with a selection within your total data file, data is not getting deleted. You can even filter off also, but your analysis, as long as your filter you are keeping filter on, you are selecting few particular cases based on certain conditions, your remaining analysis will be based on only for that particular sample. So we can filter off it here. So select cases, all cases. That means if we filter on, will disappear. Okay, now you can see no more that filter on options are there. So that means again, if we do the analysis, all samples will be considered, not only for this one. So these three things are clear. Can we move to the next step?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
So will you be able to do merging, then
So
wait?
now also, what is the valid for SCST 1,34,349?
What is
That
the
shows
value?
that result. The result for SCST valid SCST 1,34,341. It is a total SCST in India.
No. That is sample. We just put up our weight, and that is the sample within this data.
Uh-huh.
That is the sample size within the data. Had we put on this weight, then it would have given the total, at least for the entire population.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes. So these things are there. So we had done marching. We had shown how the use of weight cases. We have shown recoding, and then we have shown even the select cases. That if your filter is on, then how it's filtered without deleting the non-relevant cases. How you are going to have analysis, your regression analysis, everything you can do with filter on, only for the select cases. Now, two more steps, two very important steps we are going to discuss. I said for merging that unique identification code of the households as well as individuals are very important, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
sir.
and we were lucky that in this data file we had both the informations about individual members code as well as households unique identification code. But if these informations are there, if these informations are not available in the data, if these informations are not available in the data, HHID and PID, what will you do? Without having HHID and PID, you cannot conduct your analysis. So if this is not there in the data, you have to create that variable. You have to compute that variable. And you are going to compute it, but you have to be sure that you have done it correctly, so that your marching and everything will be correct. Purposefully, I have taken data of 66 round 2009-10. Had I taken at 68 round 2011-12, in the block 4 itself, you would have found that this HHID variable is missing. It is not there. And when HHID variable is missing, what will you do? You have to create the variable. So how to create that variable? Let us learn here. It's only based on certain information. For example, show how that one should be created. See, for example, it's very simple logic. First, try to understand the logic. For example, you have a state uh, code. 35 states are there. Our Durga Prasad state lives in Karnataka. Code is 29. He lives in Dharwad, so code is 09. Then within that also he lives in a village, that code is 134. And within that he lives in a household, that code is 95. So we need to create a variable where first two digit of state, that 29 will come. Soon after that, his district code will come 09. Soon after that, his village code will come 135. Then his household code will come 95. So we will get merging this using these four variables. We will get we will get our unique identification code. But
That means each variables we will make it as a coding.
each variable is not recording. Each variables are already there. Codes are there related to each variable. You have to clap these four variables in such a way you get one variable which represents household unique identification number. Okay,
Yes. Okay.
9-digit variable. Now you just tell me, for example, your household code is 95 and your district code is 11. How will you get? I want a variable that one will be the first digit, first two digit 11, and then 95 will be the next two digit. Mathematically, how to do it? Please tell me, anyone. So it will be, the variable will be like 1195. Your first two digit will be your the code of your household 11, and the next is 95 is your first, first is your village code 11, and then household code 95. So I need a variable, I need to create a variable where first two digit will be your district code, and then the next two digit will be, this is hypothetical, next two digit will be your household code. So 11 and then 95. So 1195. So how to create mathematically? I have two variables. One is that household code. Another is uh,
District
your
code or
district code.
village code.
How
Village
will
code.
how will we create it?
Can we use merge?
Pardon? Please open and tell. Yes, tell.
Can
Go
we
ahead,
use
sir.
merge? Merge is shown, right?
Mathematically, how will we get it?
1195.
1195. We have one variable where the values are 11, another variable and 95. So mathematically, how will we get it? 1195.
Oh, just like a black 3, black 4, sir.
No, 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 not block 3, block 4. Here within data file, only two variables are there. We have one file. I don't have a blackboard here. I could have shown it through the board had I got it. Uh, give me just 1 minute. Let me arrange a board so that it would be clear to you. Just give Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, fine. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, fantastic. So now, see, I said you live in a district where you have this code 11. Okay, this is one variable. For example, 11, 22, then 13, few individuals are there. And then your household number, your is possibly 95, mine is 17, then Dr. Sidhu's is 27. So I need a variable here that the first two digit will be this my district code, and then it will be household code 1195. So how will you mathematically, how will you create this one? Mathematically, how will you create this one? 1195.
That was 11 into 95.
11 into 95, you will get 1195. You just do
Wait,
it
sir. Wait,
in calculator.
wait, sir. Wait, sir. Wait, sir. I check it.
Yeah,
Check it.
please,
Check it.
please.
No, sir. No, sir. No, it's impossible.
Yeah, so how will you get it?
How we get it? Household.
Anyone. Honestly, madam?
No idea, sir.
No, you think. I am not asking anything which requires knowledge. You just think here.
Merging the number,
Huh?
merging, sir. 11 and 95.
No, it's merging, but how in mathematically?
Mathematically, standard 2 level, standard 1 level mathematics, how will you get it? It's very easy, no? If you just do
Number of
11 into 100 plus 95, so you will get 1195, isn't it?
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Why
sir.
this 100 is coming? Because this is 2-digit level. So now the variable is that you have a state code, you have district code, you have within that village code, you have household code. So for example, you are living in a state 29, district 09, village is 115, household is 95. And exactly after merging, we will get a variable like this: 29, 09, 115, 95. So using the same logic, how we have to do? 95 plus 105 into 100. 115 into 100 plus, we have here 2 digit, here 3 digit. So
09,
09
9,
into 5
10.
zeros. No,
No,
1 lakh. Because here 2 digit, here 3 digit.
5 digits. Okay.
Plus 29 into 7 zeros.
7 digits. Okay.
Here again 2 zeros. So if you do this one, exactly you will get this. It will be 29 will be the first 2 digit, then 09, then 115, then 95. So you will get this code. No, exactly 9-digit code you got it. Exactly 9-digit code will got it, where first 2 digit will represents your state, second 2 digit represents your district, third 3 digits represents your the third 3 digits represents your household number, village, and then your last 2 digit represents your household code. It's clear?
Sir, in
Yes,
case
sir.
household number is more than 95 means 100 above.
3 digit, then it is 3 digit. If it is more than 95 means the variable is 3 digit, you have to consider 3 zeros here while multiplying. Okay. So similarly, HHID is not there in your data. Now you have to create HHID. And while creating HHID, you have to, not with the state name, the same thing. You have 4 key variables here. What are the key variables? You have sample household number, second stage status number, Hamlet group number, and FSU number. So, but these variables are string, so we have to convert it into numeric. So I am converting these 4 variables into numeric. And then FSU number also I have converted into numeric.
So what do
So
you mean by FSU? FSU means FSU serial number means what?
first stage unit serial number. So
Okay.
so it is their own specification of the variable name, but the logic remains same. Okay. It is the different, it is stratified sampling only. So different stratum name they have given like this for their own understanding. So we have these 4 variables we have to merge. Now you see how these zeros are mentioned. These zeros are given based on the digit we have in that particular variable. Here 2 digits variable was their household number, so we have multiplied with 2 zeros. Someone had asked, I could not see the name, sorry, but said that more than 95. So for village is 115, 3 digits are there. So this 95 2 digit and then 3 digits. So 09 was multiplied with 5 zeros, 1 lakh. So that how many zeros you are going to give based, it depends upon that how many these things you have, what digit your variable. So your second, the sample household is 2 digit variable, second stage datum 1 variable, Hamlet group 1 variable, and then FSU uh, serial number. So we will have a variable like that. Our household number will be the first 2 digit, then second stage datum, then a Hamlet number, then FSU. Let us create with the same logic. So transform compute variable. I am giving new HH ID, new CMDR. We are creating it. HHID is already there. We are creating, and then we will tally whether the variable we are creating is same or different from the variable given. That will show that whether we have done it correctly or not. So sample household number plus, see, sample household number is 2 digit variable. So next is second stage stratum. What is second stage stratum here? So it has to be multiplied with
So which one? Second stage?
uh,
Street number.
second stage stratum number will be multiplied with 100. No,
100, sir.
because this sample household number is 2 digit. So
It's
is
100, okay. Into 100, okay.
yes. And then Hamlet group number. So a Hamlet groups number. So this should be multiplied with 1000, because 2 already for sample household and 1 digit, 2 digit for sample household, and second stage term is 1 digit. So this is 1000 plus our next is FSU serial number. So it has to be multiplied with 4 zeros, because 2 for household number, 1 for second stage datum, and 1 for Hamlet number. 1, 2, 3, 4. So okay, so it has been created. Now let us see whether this thing, see, HHID new CMDR, we don't need this one. So now let us see, we have created one HHID and one HHID is given, whether these 2 things are same or not. So how will we understand? Variable name HHID, this is original data had given and we have created. Click OK. So it is coming. It is still running. See, if we remove these zeros, it's same only. Where is HHID?
So during the workshop, we will remember, but after workshop, we will forget about this, sir.
You have to practice it several times, because
Yes.
that's what. But the purpose of workshop is not to make you excellent in one shot only. You have to at least to give you some courage that you can do it.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So you see this after this thing. See, you see this minimum, maximum, mean, standard deviation, everything remains same. That means the variable we have created and the variable is given are same. So we have not done anything wrong. The way we have narrated, it's right only. Okay. So it's correct. So we got it. We got this one. Sure. This is the variable. Fine. So if you don't have HHID, don't be upset that we cannot do anything. You can do many things, even if you don't have HHID. You can create HHID, you can create PID, and then you can have your analysis. Okay. But last step, I will take another 5 to 7 minutes to show. You said data is available. Whether data is available, I said it is available in the website. And these are the data till this 2016-17 you will get in this format, the nested format I have in the, explained, I have demonstrated. But if you want to see the new data sets, new PLFS data sets, it comes in notepad, text format. But if it comes in text format, how to extract it? It's not difficult, but first stage is the merging. See, PLFS data is looks like this. If you open one file, your PLFS rounds, if you download from website, PLFS data looks like this text format. This is the things. Data will look like this. But along with this, you will get so many things, so many information you will get about this data. Right? This data has gone. Right, the data has gone. Yeah, this is the data file. So you will get this data, and then this data you have to extract in such a way in SPSS that, but this data is nothing but delimiting the variable. For example, you will get one along with this one Excel file which will tell you that first three digit represents your first variable. Next byte position, fourth and fifth, your second variable. Next three byte position is your third variable. Likewise, you will get one layout file and questionnaire. So questionnaire will give you the details of the question. In layout file, every question short forms are there, and then what byte positions of this data represents your data. That will be there. And using that, you have to extract it. How will you do it? For example, let us close this one. It is not difficult. It is simple only, but you have to remember the tricks. You just open one SPSS, new SPSS file. New SPSS file. You have to go to this file. Then new. You are expert in SPSS, I believe. So SPSS, how you need to write syntax, you know that first corner menu this file, and then new drop downs menu comes. Within that syntax, if you click that syntax, SPSS syntax editor will come, and there you have to write this one. For example, data list file. Data list file, you can write down this syntax. Data list file, then you have to give one equal sign, then within inverted comma you have to mention where this data is. So my data is within this folder. Copy. So I am copying this folder. Yes. And then within that folder, I have four data files. See, if I don't specify the data file name, then package will be confused, isn't it? Durgappa sir,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
package will be confused, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Within the same folder, there are four data files. So I have to mention even data file name also. HH 104
104.
final. Yes. So what is that? HH 104 fv final dot txt, since this is text format. Then one backslash. Then you have to kind of mention from the layout, and layout exactly gives you that, for example, if my variable is first one is c1 variable name, possibly the first 4 digit represents my first data point, my first variable. Next variable is C2. This is hypothetically I am giving. Some 5, 6 represents my second variable. Third variable represented by 7 to 9. Fourth variable is represented by 10. Possibly it's 1 digit variable, 10 to 10. Then my next variable is 11 to 14. Then my next variable is
15 to 20.
15 to 20. Okay, I am giving that only. Let us stop there. Okay. Then select this one. Click this arrow. See, variable has appeared only. But if you just click on anything, that descriptive statistics of any variable, your data will also appear. See, data also appear. Now you can ask questions that some of the data is missing data. Yes, you can see even text file, those are string variable, because possibly the name or something, not only see A, B, H, Q, those things are mentioned. So had to, if to get that string variable or the name, you have to, in syntax, you have to do a little tricks. What the tricks you have to do? Which are the things we got? This one, that first one, third one, and fourth one. No, we will get this variable. You see. So the first one we are just writing in bracket A. Then third one also we are writing A, and fourth one also we are writing A. Then let us run. Then analyze descriptive. C2. You see our C1, C2, C3, all things are there. They were actually string variable. That's why when we had considered them numeric, they did not appear. So please remember, data comes in notepad format. You have to download data in this format. Data does not come nowadays in nested either, or either nested format or in extracted format. You may get extracted data from some other sources, possibly ICSSR data file, ICSSR library they give, but not the recent round, at least some previous rounds. But there also you will get in individual block-wise data. If you don't know merging, you cannot use it. You have to know how to merge the data. Nestor provides the data using Nestor also. You can actually ICSR data file they create using Nestor only. Using Nestor, you also can create. You also get the data individual block wise. So you know the margin. Recent rounds in website, data comes in text format. Text format data looks like this. And data will be, how will you analyze this data? Unless you extract this data. So how will you extract this data? With this data file, there are two supporting documents come. One is questionnaire, another is layout file. So layout file is the short form of every questions, and then they say that, okay, first 4 digit represents your first variable, then how many next 2 bytes represent second variable, next few bytes represents your third variable, likewise. So it represents your the details about this information. So once you need to know, so for extraction, you need to know the syntax. And this is the syntax. You need to write data list file, then equal sign, then within inverted comma, you have to specify the URL that where you have saved the data, because package should identify the original data where you have saved it. Then backslash, and then from layout, you can directly copy the byte position related to every variable and you can paste it. Then you can run it. You will get the data. Any question?
No, last part maybe, and we need some exercise, sir.
Yes, you definitely need exercise, but if data comes in text format, you should not be puzzled. You know how that should they can be, at least you know that can be extracted in SPSS, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So any questions? I would like to stop here. Dr. Shidhu,
Sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
So
Indrajit.
if they have any questions, they can ask these things. I have introduced them this how to extract data using Nestar, then
Okay.
how to merge different data file, then within data file how wait cases, select cases, and recoding can be done. Then if key variables are missing, how key variables can be created, and then last the recent data are available at free of cost but not neither in nestar or extracted format, in text format, notepad format, but that notepad file also can be extracted in SPSS using syntax. So this is the syntax, but they really need to do at their own, because now I wanted to give them some confidence that don't be scared looking at this data, because we myself, Dr. Sidhu, we all have struggled more than this data in our PhD days, because data was even unstructured. Now it is very structured data.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think this this HFSL data, that employment and unemployment, I don't work, but I think it's
PLFS data,
available
yeah.
in SPSS also. This
Yeah.
data is available in SPSS also in the
This
recent round. What?
PLFS data,
Ah,
yeah, if you are able to get in SPSS, then merging you have to do with household
yeah,
file and individual file.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Merging is
That
important.
the merging has to be done, but PLSF data is available in SPSS. I think so.
Yeah, SPSS and Stata, but in
Ah,
few places it is available. In
ah,
case
ah.
you don't get it, don't be afraid. Even
Yeah,
text file can also be extracted in SPSS, because
extracted and then little some work has to be done. That's all.
little more work, another half an hour work job is there. People are
Yeah,
afraid. No, don't be scared, because from notepad file to SPSS is also very smooth.
yeah. So I hope everyone has enjoyed, but you have to practice. Who are working on the NSSO and NFHS, little additional work is needed. If you are working with any census and then only RBI data and then this this one, National Statistical Organization, that
NSS.
National Post Statistics data, that is not that much difficult, but NSSO and NFHS needs your work. That takes your dedicated work. Then only will come out with some publication like Dr. Indrajit. He is working. Yeah, no, no, no. It's not. This one exaggerating. You have done a good job and then good work in publication of very wonderful journals. Thank you very much. Any other questions is there? Any questions from the participant, from any
No, sir.
participants? ಹ್ಮ್.
No, sir. No, sir.
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಎಲ್ಲಾರು ಮಾತಾಡ್ರಿ, ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾರು. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ದುರ್ಗಪ್ಪ ಅವ್ರನ್ನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದಣ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರ್ರಿ, ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಅವ್ರೇ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರ ಪಾಪ.
Sorry, sorry, sir.
I wish I could come physically there.
Yeah, yeah,
Actually,
yeah, I
this
asked you to
training is very
come.
useful when physical presence is there, because
Yeah, yeah.
they also do simultaneously in their system. Then I
Okay.
can check what mistake they are doing. But next time when you organize, I will come physically there.
Yeah, yeah. Please, please. It will be helpful.
Because
And then by the time I will also download some of the data with NSSO and NFHS. Somebody is coming. I think somebody is coming on NFHS. Next.
so that
This one.
actually that's what the thing we do. I go even IIM Bangalore also. What we
Mm-hmm.
do that there we conduct one full day session. Then
Uh-huh.
after demonstration we give the data to every participant.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
do
yeah.
at their own. Then whatever wherever they are stuck, I just go and help them.
Yeah, yeah. Then only they will learn. Otherwise, they will see the this one,
What
and then if they are interested, and then if they are working on that area only, then they will enter into that one.
exactly.
Otherwise,
This learning by doing, they have to practice it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. On behalf of CMDR, on my own behalf, and on behalf of participants, I take this opportunity to thank Dr. Injit
Thank you.
to accepting our invitation and giving a wonderful lecture and then hands-on information to you people. Please practice it. And then if you have any doubt, please ask me as well as Dr. Indrajit. I will share
Please
his
pass my
email
email
ID.
ID to them.
Yeah,
If
I
they
will
have
share his.
any problem in future, they can come back to me. I will
I will
give
share his email ID, and then you can discuss with him in the email ID also. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Dr.
Thank you very
Indrajit.
much for the opportunity.
No. It's our pleasure. It's our pleasure that you have given your
So we will be
expertise.
meeting next week next week in conference. We will be meeting.
Yeah. I'll be coming there.
Very
17th. I'll
good.
be.
Yes. Okay.
Okay then.
Thank you very much. Then I
Okay.
am logging out.
Yeah. Oh, one
Any
second.
questions?
One group photo will take.
Yes.
You have taken a group photo. If you had come physically, we would have sat and taken a good photo
True.
in front of our
Then
CMD.
everyone needs to put on their video.
Yeah. They will put on the camera. Please put on the camera, Ray. Smile, please. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. I'll kill one ನಿಮಿಷ ಎಲ್ಲ ಲಾಗೌಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ ದಯಮಾಡಿ ಕೇಳ್ರಿ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಲಿಸನ್ ಟು ಹಿಯರ್ ಪಟ್ ಹೊಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಿ ಹಂಗಾರೆ ಮುಗಿತು ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕಮ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ವೇ ಟು ದ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಿ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಯುವರ್ ಹೋಮ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ ಈಗ ಇದು ಏನೈತಲ್ರಿ ಇದು NSS NFHS ರೀ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದ್ರಿ NSS NFHS ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಡೇಟಾನ
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಇಲ್ಲ sir.
ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅದು ಆ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ಇದು ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಏನೋ ಗೂಗಲ್ ಡ್ರೈವ್ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ